Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you my new doll that I painted, my new reborn, my only first reborn. I don't even know though, like, this is the thing about this reborn is that he has no name. He came with absolutely nothing. Um, so I call him, his name for now on is Elijah Samuel. And he is my first doll I have painted. And I just finished him yesterday. So welcome, Elijah Samuel. Um, I'm really happy about him. He was definitely a challenge. And what I got out of this, and I learned a lot within my first one. And there's a lot of things that I would love to work on and perfect with my next dolls that I start to paint. Um, but uh, he was awesome. And so I really just wanted to show you guys the results of what he looks like. So, and most of his painting took one good day, except for, the skin layer. It did take a couple days, a few days to do that and let dry. But in my last video, I showed you guys what paints I used, and kind of explained about the paints I used, uh, and how I probably will not use these paints again, at least no time soon. Not saying because they did work. You see, they worked, but there was a lot of things I didn't like about them, and I wasn't sure if it was just me not making the consistency of the paint properly or whatever it was. But like the molding, I had a hard time doing molding on him. He ended up looking like he has a lot of capillaries. Like, he's got a bad case of capillaries. Which I was just like, okay, that's fine. I can handle that. I like it. I like how I was smudging it out and stuff because it wasn't working properly. Also, the paint seemed to have a tendency to separate, and it was just like either I could never get the consistency right, it would be too watery. um, I could never get like the paintbrush to the color or like the stroke that I wanted. Like, I've actually had to strip him of places where I was trying to do veins, and that was just like crazy. But like this leg here, I had painted it fully, and then I had made a vein right here, and it turned out so awful that I just stripped it. I took was it nail polish remover, but it's like the strongest stuff that you use in a nail salon, and I just like took it all back off and repainted it to match the rest of the body and went on with it, and it turned out really well. But I seriously was working hard on this doll, and I had a strip around here in his face, and I was able to get the shadowing that I wanted, at least like well enough. I had to do a lot of different kind of stripping different parts of his legs, like in here and stuff, and just try to blend it where it didn't look so, because the veinage was like really hard to do. Really, some parts I was able to really like I say, okay, this is not bad, and then other parts was just like, okay, well, I would be practicing on the veins. And the blushing on the hands turned out really nice. I really like the blushing. Let me just like take this sleep and play off. You guys can see him. But then the blushing on the face did not go to plan. Like it just on one side of the baby's face, it was separate. You know, I try to blush it and it just was separate. It was separate on this side. Like it just wouldn't like I couldn't pat it in right. And so it just I was just like, I don't know. And I didn't know, maybe I needed to add more of the last till medium, but I was like, it's working on certain parts. I don't understand. And I was just like, at this point too, I was just kind of, when I finally started doing the blushing and stuff, I was just like, I'm just gonna do the best that I can. I'm not gonna try to do too much where I ruin like the face, and then I'm like, whoa, you know. I didn't want. At some point, I just realized that I just need to stop. The shadowing though and stuff like that was okay. Like I would do fine on one hand, and then you know, so at the end, I was just like, okay. Like the ears was really, I did the ears pretty well. I liked the ears how they turned out. You know, hair. I think I did great for the first time I did hair. I'm like, well, I did all right. I'm gonna keep working on it because I want to get a certain. I want to get. There's a certain way I want to learn how to do and get really good at it. So I'm gonna keep working at it. Um, Definitely in time. I'll figure it all out. I'll get it. I'll get the. It's my first doll. I'm really excited. I think I did pretty good for my first doll. Um, I did all right. And stuffing, I think I did okay with the stuffing. At some point, I probably will come back to this doll at some point and restuff the doll. Um, he's definitely got weight, so I don't know how heavy he is though, because I don't have a weigher yet. But I put beads in his bottom, and his torso, and in his head. His head could be rated a little bit more, but I feel the weight is not bad. It's pretty good. I like it, but it could just be in the head. It could be a little weighted more. Another thing I had a hard time doing was the magnet in his mouth. It's there, and I'm hoping it'll stay there. But it was really hard to get the magnet in his mouth. Blushing of the lips was really hard, because of the consistency of the color I was trying to get. It didn't go right. So the baby's got at least like 3 different colors on his lips to try to get something right. And I was just like, I could strip the lips and start over, but I was like, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna leave it like that. It's well enough. I'm gonna just, because I was looking for a fleshy color, and then I ended up with like a really overly pink color, and then I ended up with a overly red color, and then I just mixed it with a fleshy color, and it kind of just turned out this way. So yeah, I'm I'm pleased. I'm gonna keep him. He's gonna be like my model to look at and to know what I'm looking for and what I want to do better at. So I will not be using those paints again anytime soon because of some reasons. So now I got these paints. And so I can't wait to try these out. This is a color wheel that I just bought. This is separate from these paints. But these paints, I don't know if they're like a private owned company, but it's called Waterborn. Let me bring it up close enough, even though the word's always backwards. But it's called Waterborn, and it's got a sponge for molding. It's got a sponge to blend. And it's got directions on how to use the paints and what to do, which I'm really excited. Like they show, so it says like what to do with basic flesh layers. Like start with 2-3 drops of light flesh, and then dilute with 1 drop of solo dry, and then 2 to 4 drops of water. I was like, wow, they're actually like telling you what to do to get certain things. And I was like, okay. And then they were just saying the material supplies you needed. Like they give you like a whole like way a direction of how to paint your doll, and I love that. And then also they have a it got wet, but also they have a color wheel to go by, and so that's really nice. So painting dolls with waterborne air dry doll paint. So it says developed and sold exclusively by master reborn artist Stephanie S. Tackett. Tuck. No, it's not Tackett. Of Honey Buns Dolls and Reborn Supplies. I was like, okay. So it tells you how it's, what it's made of. It's non-toxic, non-fading, flexible colors. Medium creates from premium art grade pigments and ingredients. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to using these colors, um, and see how the next doll turns out. And if I really like it, I'll keep using them and for a while until I come up with something else. But if these are good, believe me, I'm gonna use them. Okay, because I look at the people who are doing Genesis, and that sounds cool. The only thing is the oven. I'm just right now not trying to buy an oven, and I want to keep it as simple as possible at this moment. Um, because also I'm just learning. I think more and more if I get into it, then maybe so I'll start maybe using Genesis. But right now, I'm willing to use uh, um, water, air dry acrylic paint. So, and it'd be great practice, you know. So whenever I decide to use Genesis, then that'll be something else to learn how to do and master at some point. So, yeah, this little outfit I bought for him is brand new. I just ordered him another little outfit, and then I did a little bit of shopping over the weekend. Um, for a few outfits, and I'll show you in a minute. I'm just gonna zip him back up. Had to order him some pacifiers, and so my collection has grown tremendously within this past like year, and uh, I'm really not trying to um, get any more.
Lunchtime is over. You can take a short walk before getting back to your day.
That's my Alexa again. So yeah. Uh, I was hoping to think like um, Grace and Freya were the last two that I was planning to get because I got these two from Ashton Drake, and then there was the Sasuke doll I wanted to have done, and so when I decided, okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and start painting, and then I wanted another boy doll because all I have a lot of female, as you can see, I have female dolls, and Liam's my only male, so I really wanted another boy, and so I made him as a boy, or made this doll as a boy, and uh, and Sasuke's gonna be a girl. Uh, the next doll I do is going to my mom. I'm not. I mean, I'm not selling to her. I'm gonna send it to her. I told her I was gonna. The next one I was gonna do. It was gonna. be for her because I didn't want to try to keep that doll. Because also, yeah, I have the silicone doll. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dolls. That's 6 dolls and one in making for myself alone. And then I wanted, and so then I was trying to do another practice doll, and I was like, well, maybe I could give that away to somebody else. Um, yeah, so I'm practicing on him, but I'm not trying to keep him. I am definitely keeping him. He's my first, and this is a great reminder because this, as I get better, I would like to always just look at him and say, "This is my first one." And he's a boy, and I do like him a lot. I love this one. Um, so yeah, I'm really kind of happy with my collection. I'm actually very happy with my collection I have right now. Uh, it's like a kind of like a lesson, you know, like of the dolls that uh, you want to buy and not buy, and you know I've learned a lot since the end of last year, and these two, like, they will stay with me just to like say, you know, these were my first ones. At some point I'll have more room and I could just keep them up somewhere and take them down once in a while. I was just thinking because I just changed them into these Winnie the Pooh um, Disney outfits, and I wanted them to match and twin, so I twinned them. And I was gonna do a video on them, but I've been busy this week doing things, and this is my last week with being off. But yeah, I what I did was I washed her hair. Um, like this is that's the thing I love about it. I can wash. I get they don't have any instruction to come with. They're Amazon dolls, and they have no instruction, so you can do whatever you want and not feel like, oh, I'm gonna damage my doll. You know, like the only thing I do with these is just I just change their outfits. I might dust them off, keep their hair looking nice, but like I don't like with these two. Like I feel like I can play more with. I can do more with. Like I can give him little bird baths. I can wash her hair, you know, and wipe her down with some soapy water sometimes. Like she's not in. I don't do it often. Like the last time I washed her hair before now was like maybe 4 or 5 months ago. But it's so nice when I can because you can just see like it like reminds me when I first got her and how bright and clean her hair is, and the curls come back looking fresher. So I like that, and she just looks so much more fresh when I do rinse her down with the Johnson and Johnson wash and shampoo, and the same with him. Let me show you his outfit. So Winnie Pooh. So it says enjoy the little things. So that's what he looks like in his little outfit. And it's got Piglet on the side. If I can show. I'm showing Piglet. So it's really cute. And hers says, let's be friends. Just to go back and show you. Let's be friends. So, yeah, I really enjoy dressing these two up. I have fun with them. And so I don't, you know, I've learned, you know, I enjoy these two. I really do. You know, and I enjoy these two as well. And then I got the silicone, which I'm enjoying. So I'm enjoying my dolls. I'm not like not liking my dolls. I enjoy. I'm actually happy to have them. Um, and now I have him. Let me show you the clothes I bought. They're not particularly all for him, but I did buy this for him. So it's a little jumper. So I bought that for him, and it's Carter's too. Let's say Carter's baby. And he's wearing, this is also Carter's, what he's wearing. It's a Carter's. And then I bought this for the next baby I'm doing, which will be a boy. And it's by Carter's. And I bought this preemie, hoping maybe Liam would be able to fit it because he's so small. But because his shoulders are so um, wide, it doesn't fit him. So I was thinking, well, maybe she can fit it, or Fantasia. So either Grace or Fantasia, but I'll probably give it to Grace. I think it'll look cute during the fall because it's made, I think it's flannel. Yeah, it's flannel. So it's really nice and warm. But it's by Carter's. And I went and bought some more onesies. And used one on him, on Elijah. And that's it. That's it. That's it for now. Yeah, I will be back on. I'm not sure when. I want to do. I so badly want to do a reading. I tried to do a reading recently, and it didn't work. Like, I don't know. I just couldn't read. And I'll go more in depth of like my um my learning difference. I'm dyslexic, and so sometimes it's hard for me to read without um, either getting a word backwards. Or, usually when they say you get a word backwards, being dyslexic, you end up saying the word that it isn't. So you see the word, but you say something else. It's weird, and so I could be reading, and then somehow none of my mind would tell me it's a different word, even though I see it, and then I'll have to go back over that word. And it's really, sometimes when I'm tired, it's really hard for me. Um, and often, like, yeah, I'm tired with work and stuff, and I was hoping maybe with the amount of rest I've been getting that I'll be able to read it a lot clearer, without stumbling over words. So uh, I'm gonna try to do it again because I did have set up a way I wanted to do it. And so yeah, it's not as, even though I had some it's not as easy. It really isn't as easy for me as it might be for another person that doesn't have dyslexia. So, because I do like to read um, on video, and I feel like it'll help with me just to keep practicing working with my dyslexia. Uh, because I do read. I read a lot, but reading silently is different than reading out loud. So, yeah. So that's all I have for today. I might come back on with a small haul, and maybe doing a changing with him. These two girls do need another changing. It's been a minute since I've actually changed them. Uh, I've been enjoying looking at Grace in this little cute outfit, and little Freya in her um, little outfit as well. So I'm hoping everyone has a great day. Thanks for everyone that's been watching, and I'm hoping I'll be back soon before this week is over, and I'll talk to you guys later.